Hello student, welcome to my YouTube channel Mobile Shala. Student, Science and Technology, chapter number first, Gravitation. Today's video we can give information about the universal law of gravitation. So according to the universal law of gravitation, every object in the universe attracts every other object with a force which is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between their centers. See this figure. Here is the two objects. One first object having the mass m1 and second object having the mass m2. Both these two objects are put apart from each other, and both these two objects having the attraction force on them according to the universal law of gravitation. So how much amount of attraction force in between these two objects? So according to the law, the attraction force between these two objects is directly proportional to the product of their masses. Directly proportional to the product of their masses. See, okay, and this force is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between their centers. So these are the centers and this is the distance between these two bodies centers. So the attraction force between these two bodies is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between their centers. Okay, so see here, these are the two laws. Okay, so attraction force between these two bodies is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the distance between their centers. If we combining both the equation, so we get F is directly proportional to m1 into m2 upon r square. Okay, so it means that F is equal to G m1 m2 upon r square. Okay, so here is G is the constant of proportionality and it is known as the universal constant. So here is G is the constant of proportionality, and is known as constant of gravitation or is known as gravitational constant. Okay, so if we convert this formula, G is equal to, so formula is becomes now F into r square upon m1 into m2. If you want to calculate the value of this G, so we can use this formula to calculate. We can calculate the gravitational force between the any two objects are attract each other. Okay, so if put these two bodies apart from each other and if we want to calculate the attraction force between them, so that time we can using this formula to calculating the attraction force between these two objects. Okay, then what is the SI unit of this gravitational force? Okay, so derive the unit of the gravitational force. We are using the same formula. First of all, we write down the formula here. G is equal to Fr square upon m1 into m2. Okay, so what is mean by the F? It means that the force, and R it means that the distance. We are seeing that above. See, this is the distance, and this distance we are showing with the r. Okay, so here is the distance, and then m, it means that the mass of the two bodies. So mass into mass. Okay, so mass into mass. Okay, so then here is the G is equal to, so which is the unit of the force. Okay, so we calculate the force in unit Newton. We calculate the force in unit Newton. And which is the unit of the distance? So we calculate the distance in unit meter. Okay, and what is the unit of the mass? So the unit of mass is kilogram. Okay, so same here, the unit of force is Newton, and the unit of distance is meter, and the unit of mass is kilogram. So here is two masses. Okay, two bodies, two masses, so kilogram into kilogram, kilogram into kilogram. Okay, so here is the G is equal to, the short form of the Newton is M and meter. Okay, so here is the distance square, so meter square upon kilogram into kilogram, so kilogram square. So what is the unit of G is Newton meter per kilogram square, Newton meter square per kilogram square, or G is equal to Newton meter square into kilogram minus square. So these are the two units of the gravitational force. You can write both these two units are the correct. Okay, just here we have put this kilogram in above, and that's why here become the coming the minus sign. Okay, so this is the SI unit of the universal gravitational force. Okay, I hope all of you are understood. Then last, what is the importance of this gravitational force or the universal law of gravitation? Okay, so the first importance, the force that binds us to the earth. Okay, so all of you are walking onto the earth, we are live onto the earth because only of the universal, because of the gravitational force. So this gravitational force is binds us to the earth. Then second importance, the motion of the moon around the earth. Okay, so all of you know that moon can be around the earth in a specific orbit. Okay, so here is in between the moon and earth there is the some attraction force. Okay, and this attraction force is the gravitational force, and due to this the moon can be around the earth. Similar manner, the motion of the planets around the sun. Okay, so all the planets are revolving around the sun in a specific orbit due to this the gravitational force. Then fourth one is that all of you know that in a sea tides can be appears. Okay, so these tides of the sea due to the moon and the sun, these are the importance of the universal law of gravitation. Okay, so I hope all of you are understood this small topic. Okay, goodbye student.